Harry, this is Lord Potato, and this is What If Asta was the son of Aizen, or Sosuke Aizen, mostly. Part 1. The False God's Son. Not really. I don't know what the title this much, but yeah, this is, part 1 of this, what's it called? So, I did mention that there was actually like 5 different what ifs I was going to do. Yes, 2 of those are actually going to be One Piece what ifs, and the other one, I haven't really done it, but yeah. So after the after the Kaguya one, because that one's going to be old, also the God one I'm going to finish, and other ones, but yeah. I should also mention that I am going to be finishing What If Naruto was Blackbeard Reincarnation. So Blackbeard's Reincarnation, I'm going to be finishing that one. But that will be probably tomorrow if I can. Because there's some bullshit that's going to happen tomorrow. So, I really don't have time for any of that bullshit. But yeah. Let me go into this What If and let me shut the fuck up. Now, I should... What time is it? No. Okay. Let's begin. So, we go into, well, a place that, well, Asta is still kind of left at the church with Yuno, and of course they grow up to being older, but of course Asta for some reason keeps like being the same height, being 5'1", after becoming, well, 10. Well, not 10, mostly like 14. When he was 15, he still stayed the same. He was shorter than Yuno. Yuno is actually keep growing, but yeah. Of course, Yuno was always blessed by mana and everything, while Asta wasn't really blessed with anything, mostly that he had to work hard and become stronger. But the one thing that he was so kind of distraught with was the fact when Yuno got a 40 clover. When he saw that, he didn't get any clover, but except for the luck of chance of getting a 5 leaf. This is where, well, we begin into, well, now Asta being the Black Bulls, going through multiple things, adventures with the Black Bulls, but now being in the water temple. Asta is right now on the ground. Right now, like, his arms are kind of broken from the fact that, well, a person named Vakto, or Vector, or whatever the goddamn name is, the person of despair, he says, that you will feel despair and all that. Someone is fighting against Vecton with a water sea dragon, but of course Asta's unconscious mostly. We go into Asta's mind. Asta's confused. He says, where am I? He is looking around, but he is confused. Where is he? This is not the Sea Temple. This is not the Black Bull hideout. This is nowhere exactly. It's all black. Until a mysterious purple ball with a crystal around it kind of appears. Asta says, what the hell are you? The figure looks like to talk. And of course, where, well, the figure says, hello there, young prince of, well, so you are the, well, not young prince, young son of Aizen. This is where, well, Asta says, who? Wait, what are you talking about? So you don't know. Okay. So, it seems that either Aizen never planted the memories of putting into your head, or he was thinking that he would be able to rule over, well, that world, the Soul Reaper world, to kind of become the Soul King. His plans might have failed, and I'm only a backup safe. And it seems that when you were born, it didn't actually activate it. So it seems that, well, it's now activating because of your unconscious will to wanting to become stronger. That's interesting. Okay, so hello there. My name is the what's it called? So its name is Hogekyu. It's mostly a purple ball, but yeah. Of course, where, well, Asta says, okay, how are you talking? Oh, don't worry about that. It seems that, well, Aizen managed to grab 2 or clone the first one to make this one. Or, I don't know if I'm the real one or I'm the fake one. But, not the point. I am, well, a creation, or think I am a creation. But not the point. I am something that will surpass you from being a Soul Reaper, a Hollow, a Fullbringer, a Quincy, and other things. You will be able to surpass a lot of things. But it's the willing of choice if you want to get stronger, or do you want to stay weaker and let everyone die. This is where Asta kind of like freezes and says, He was about to walk away and doesn't want to like take any word from anyone. And this is where he turns around and says, "Fine, I want to be stronger. I want to protect my friends." That's good to know. This is where, well, the Hokage says, "Then touch me, grab me." This is where, well, Asta does grab the Hokage, the ball, until a purple light around him, a white purplish light appear. And of course, this is where, well, something happens in the outside. Something happens to Asta. Asta opened his eyes. His eyes are no longer green, but a hazel color. This is where, well, it's a hazelish, brownish, and greenish color, so hazel. It's where his hair fully changes into being kind of like a brownish but whitish at the same time. This is where, well, he then kind of like looks around and he feels taller for some reason. He feels like he grew a couple inches. And he doesn't know why, but he feels extremely light. Extremely, like, very light. But of course he doesn't care until something appears in front of him. A kind of longish katana appears. It looks to be a long katana. Asta grabs it because, yeah. But the katana looks to be different. It's black. It's fully black. This is where Asta kind of grabs and kind of just stands still from it. This is where what he hears in his back mind of when he kind of grabbed the sword, Suki Yomi. This is where, well, Asta says, where? Suki Yomi? Don't know what that is. This is where, well, Asta says, whatever. Asta kind of looks around, and of course, this is where, well, he is looking around, and of course, he sees Noelle about to get attacked by a purple flame attack from the beast dude. Ha 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 ha. You will feel despair, noble girl. This is where before Noelle can actually get hit, she disappears. This is where Asta has the sword right now cutting through the purple flames and holding Noelle pretty close to his chest. This is where Asta was right now just saying, what the hell? This is where he easily cut through the purple flames. Like the sword seems to have like some kind of anti-magic on it. But it wasn't fully anti-magic. It was just something already erupting from it. This is where, well, Asta says, "Are you okay, Noelle?" Noelle looks up and sees Asta. Asta is confused why Noelle has to look at him and why he has to look down a little bit. But he says, interesting. Why does she seem cuter than I thought? Asta for some reason thought that in his mind. This is where, well, he then told Noelle, I need you to kind of go over there with the others. Try to protect them. I'll fight against this creature. This is where, well, the despair guy says, "Who are you?" This is where Asta says, "Huh? My name? My name." This is where, well, in his mind, so you're the son of Aizen. This is where, well, so your name is Asta Aizen, isn't it? This is where Asta says, "It's Asta." For some reason, he didn't say Aizen's last name. He didn't feel like it. He didn't know who Aizen was exactly. This is where Asta flash steps and appears right in front of the, well, big beast dude and just cuts him once. Well, vertical. Well, not vertical, horizontal. This is where, well, mostly a right horizontal slash. This is where, well, the beast dude gets cut and of course he growls and tries to crush at Asta, but Asta disappears again, kind of dodging to the left. This is where, well, he's over here just saying, what the? I'm so much faster and lighter. Why is it that? This is where when the beast dude tries to turn around and tries to hit Asta with a claw attack, this is where Asta blocks it with a finger. This is where he feels like he got stronger, a lot stronger. This is where when he's blocking with the finger, he's like, what is happening? This is where in his mind something appears. Someone tells him to use something. Also in his mind, after kind of pushing the beast dude away, he kind of turns around and says, Hado number 90, black coffin. A black coffin appears around the beast dude, and this is where, well, Asta turns around and starts walking away. For some reason, his mind is kind of confusing. It's very light. His mind is just out of like thoughts. He's not thinking of much things. He feels way calmer than normal. This is where, well, his arms feels to be very healed, like they're healed from the broken injuries. This is where, well, when the well, Hado disappears. Hado disappears. This is where the beast dude is full of cuts and right now falls down. Face first because he was just full of bruises and cuts. This is where Noel was confused. That wasn't a magic attack. Yami was even more confused because he can't really sense Asta's ki no more. For some reason, Asta is so much calmer and so much more powerful than normal. Asta says, did I do that on accident? What is happening? He's trying to think in his head, but he's just so damn confused in what is happening. This is where, well, the beast dude managed to get back up, having a third eye, and saying, I'm gonna kill you! He tries to attack Asta with both of his arms extended out, but Asta catches both of them with just 2 fingers. With just using both of his 2 fingers, like his index finger and his middle finger. He just blocks both of them. He's saying, please, wait, can you... Let me think for a second. Of course, he has his right hand on his head, while the sword is on the ground. And this is where Beast Dude is shocked to see how powerful Asta is. He can't even budge through Asta, saying, wait, why do my head hurting so much? He's right now having kind of a little bit of headache because of how much he's thinking right now. But yeah. This is where Asta's trying to think. And this is where, well, something in his head said Hado 989. This is where he pushes the Beast Dude away. And this is where Asta does it. He says, Hado number 989, 5 dragon destruction. This is where an invisible purple dragon appears, roaring. This is where Asta, he grabs his sword and appears behind, well, the Beast Dude. The Beast Dude is now cut into a million, well, not a million pieces, mostly cut in the middle of the half. This is where he's blasted also away. This just says, what just happened? I don't know what's happening. Also, I should mention he's 5'8". I did mention that a while ago. This is where Asta passes out from all the exhaustion. The memory is actually going towards his head. They're not just, he wasn't just fully thinking in his head, like fully like trying to think and all that. Memories would keep popping up in his head, like different types of Kendo, Hado, and other types, and also Bakyo. Is that what that one meant? I know there's 3 different types. There's Hado, was it Kendo or? And Bakahu? I fucking forgot. God. I should really start watching. I should really just restart and watching Bleach and start watching it back again because I forgot about all this shit. I think I watched Bleach about 2 years ago. When COVID kind of started, I started watching it, but now I forgot. Fuck me. But yeah, don't worry about it. I'll watch it later. Besides, I know Bleach, the Thousand War, the 1,000-year Blood War is going to come in October, so I gotta start watching it before October comes around the corner and kicks my ass because I haven't watched actually Bleach and I forgot what arc I even left it on. Not the point. This is where Asta, he passes out, and this is where Noel says, Asta! This is where when, Vanessa and Asta, Finra was already there, he just scared to even move. This is when he sees Asta falls down, he just rushes up. And of course, this is where Yami says, "Damn dark dimension cut!" This is where he cuts the dimension and cuts that one dude. He was pissed. He wanted to know what happened to Asta for real. This is where, well, we go into a not flashback, mostly a time skip. And this is where, well, Asta wakes up the next day, kind of tired. This is where, well, he is wondering what just happened. He gets up, he kind of just like, for some reason fixed his hair to kind of having one stripe of long brown whitish hair on his face. And this is where, well, mostly in his right eye, kind of like there. Or not, yeah, right, wait. Left eye mostly I meant. But yeah, this is where I was saying, what just happened? The only thing I remember was, the Beast Dude. I did defeat him. The sword is right now next to him. Kind of like, not next to him, it actually disappeared when he was kind of like fighting against the Beast Dude and he kind of let go of it and it did disappear. But yeah, that's where Asta says, what was I thinking? That's where Asta, he gets up from his bed. He's not with the others. This is where he's actually in a lone bed. He gets up and this is where, well, 2 people kind of, well, not 2 people, only one person walks in and it's Noel. And Noel says, Asta? She has like flowers. Well, not flowers. She kind of has, what's it called, like these. Well, she does have like these 2 bluish flowers that she managed to find in the Blue Sea Temple, and also some food, just in case Asta was hungry. Asta says, you know what? This is where, before he can even say anything, the whale rushes and just jumps on him, hugs him. Asta saying, no, well. His face kind of turned a pinkish red, but yeah. This is where, well, we go into somewhere that isn't actually in the Black Clover world exactly. Somewhere far, far away. Somewhere that, well, someone is talking to someone. Someone with brown hair and kind of like these brownish eyes is talking towards someone with whitish, grayish hair. And, well, her eyes are, well, this girl was named Izun Katetsu, and the person that she was talking to was, well, Sosuke Aizen. This is where Sosuke Aizen was kind of, and, well, yes, he was in prison and trapped and all that, but he was right now covered up with a bunch of, like, black tape or whatever the hell it was again. Of course, is where, well, he was smiling at Izzy, and this is where he said, so Izzy, why you came here to talk to me? Huh? Were you here to kind of have a... This is where Izzy says, shut up. I don't want to talk to you that much. This is where Aizen says, I feel like you're here to tell me, where is our child? Is that for sure? This is where she kind of glares at, well, Aizen. I should mention that she doesn't have brown eyes. She kind of has a lightish greenish eye, but yeah. This is where, well, Aizen smiles with this evil smirk and says, oh, so that's what you're looking for. Information. Well, if that's what you're looking for, I can probably help you and where he's at. This is where, well, she says, you don't know neither, do you? Well, of course I know where he's at. He is my child. This is where, well, she says, screw you. This is where, well, he keeps looking at her, and this is where he says, how about this? I'll tell you where he's at if you kind of come over here and give me, maybe, you know, like the old times. This is where she says, fuck off. This is where, well, Aizen says, fine, 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 fine. You're always so angry at me. Fine, what do you want to even know about him? Where he's at? It's been a couple of millennia before I ever saw him. So, yeah, for kind of knowing where in which dimension he's probably at, he's not in the human world. He is... I actually don't know. That's where she says, how the hell do you not know? Well, before my falling in the fact that I lost against Ichigo, kind of knowing that Ichigo might have pulled out some bullshit, and also Ukata, or whatever, knowing that they were going to probably try to seal me away after becoming immortal, well, I actually don't even know where I kind of sent them. I told Halos to kind of put him somewhere, so he wouldn't be a Wakamuno. I actually don't know. This is where Izuka just gets angry and says, you mother. This is where she started cussing at him. This is where Aizen smiles and says, oops. Don't worry about it. He's going to be strong. He's also going to be just like me. And good looking and charms. You want that for your child, right? She goes, screw you. This is where, well, Aizen says, besides, we did kind of do it in your kind of, well, just a fun time. Besides, he should be, I think, how many experiments have I done on him? This is where she says, what? This is where Aizen says, ooh, I didn't say anything. This is where she gets angry and wants to just attack Aizen with a sword. And this is where, before she even does that, her kind of captain says, Iza says, Captain, I did nothing wrong. This is where her captain says, stop trying to attack Aizen. I know what he did before was terrible, and how he broke your heart and all, but this where he's just like, that's not the point. I wasn't talking about that. Aizen says, no, she was talking. This is where he says, like, shut up. You don't have room to talk. This is where, well, Aizen says, ah, so rude, but so cute at the same time. This is where Aizen says, her face becomes a pinkish color and says, shut up. Her captain says, well, you must be still sealed into your prison and all that. You still have a couple of millennia years to go, Aizen. This is where Aizen says, oh, well, that is so true. I can't wait when I get out of here and go see my son. This is where Aizen says, so you don't know where he's at. No, not exactly. You idiot. This is where, well, Isa's captain, I forgot her name. I know she's like the fourth division captain, of like the healing one. And of course, is where, well, she says, you can always ask Ichigo and the others to kind of go find him, right? This is where Isa says, I don't want to bother them with my child problem. This is where, well, the captain says, I guess you're right. And scouts would kind of terrify the kid before they can even say anything. And if the kid is powerful in both arts and even Aizen's crazy ideas and experiments, this is where, well, Aizen say he should probably be in human years, probably 15. I would say. This is where they say, oh, you think I wouldn't plan this? Of course. I just don't know where the Hollows actually sent him. But that's not the point. We could probably find him. You can just let me go and I go find him. Right, Isa? Isa says, screw you. Isa says, fine. Fine. I guess so. He gets sealed back into his prison, but yeah, into the level 8, but yeah. This is where, well, we go into Asta. Asta is right now just kind of like hugging Noelle, and Noelle is kind of very pinkish in her face. Asta was mostly hugging her for no reason other than the fact that he was just hugging her, because Asta was kind of scared, thinking of losing anyone else. So where, well, he stops hugging her and says, sorry about that. His face is nothing but pink, and Noelle can also see his face is pink, pretty like lightish red. This is where her face is complete crimson red. This is where, well, Asta says, Noelle, are you okay? Noelle says, yeah, it's fine. Here, take the food. She like throws it at Asta, and Asta managed to catch him off pretty fast. Like he actually catches like a bunch of flying apples and other things pretty fast. This is where Noelle says, how can you do that? You still are able to move pretty fast. Asta says, don't know what really happened to me, but everything's still lightish, headish. I don't know what really happened, so don't try to ask what happened. This is where Noelle says, fine. This is where Yami busts through the room and says, Asta! Asta says, what the hell? This is where Yami says, what happened to your key and why can't I sense it? The hell should I know? Actually, I can still sense your key, but I can't, and I can sense everyone else. Such a headache. I'm going to just go back to sleep. He does go back to sleep in this way. Well, Yami was about to start shaking him, and yeah, this way before he even starts shaking him, Asta, he accidentally kind of like fell asleep, but yeah, this is where Yami tried to shake him and it didn't work. But yeah, this is where, well, we go into a time skip of them leaving from the Sea Temple. Asta accidentally actually did heal both Kyoho and Kyoto in an actual well using one of those techniques. I think it was Kendo that was actually healing. Fuck. I can't remember which number was it and which ability was it to heal. But if I can remember later, I should probably remember. But yeah. And besides, even if I fuck this up pretty much, I will redo this what if probably in the near future when I actually do watch Bleach and actually catch up to the manga or whatever. But yeah. Let me begin back into what if. This is where, well, Asta says don't know how I did that. Bye, Kyoto. This is where Kyoto and also Kyoho's face was nothing but pinkish because when she was looking at Asta, she couldn't handle why Asta looks like that. Asta basically looks like Aizen when Aizen become a villain. When he was that good person having those glasses. No, when he became that villain, yeah, his hair is all slicked back, and of course having one grayish one. But yeah, so yeah. Of course, his hazel eyes doesn't make it any easier for you to look at Asta's eyes because yeah, Asta's eyes do change. So yeah, also Magna and the others are kind of always annoyed the fact that Asta became this tall in a matter of a couple of seconds battle. But yeah, and it's sort of like always trying to fight against Asta, but Asta always catches it with one finger. Even Magna catches it with one finger. Their attacks like lightning ball and fireball. They attack at Asta. Asta just smacks it away with one finger. Ding ding. But yeah, Asta had just became really strong for no other reason than his just genetics. This is where, well, we go back into, well, not back, we go into, well, Asta and the others, well, being at, well, being, like the being at the Black Bull hideout. This is where, well, the Wizard King met Asta, and Asta has become bigger, and of course confusing, but of course is where, well, they are supposed to get towards, well, that one place. This is where Asta actually makes a portal and actually gets through it. This is where he looks around, and of course this is where he says, I made a portal. This is where when he kind of sticks his head through it. This is where, well, Yami says, screw it, let's go in. This is where they jump in, even Charmy, they left front door there, but yeah. This is where when they get in, this is where they realize that they're in mid-air, but Asta managed to catch both of them and kind of just flash up mid-air and appear right in like the, well, not appear, he didn't flash up, he mostly flies, but yeah, he floats down then. This is where Yami says, I cannot get used to your abilities, but yeah. So where are you going? Asta says, I'll go deal with like some of the diamond mages. Charmy, you go deal with like some of the hurt, and I don't know what you're gonna do, Captain, but you can do whatever. This is where Yami says, yeah, I have a couple questions for some Golden Dawn person. This is where, well, Asta disappears, and of course, Flash stepping, cutting through diamond mages left and right. This is where, when we get to, well, Klaus, Mimosa, and Yuno is right now dealing with two, like, captain, like, level, shining, captains, like, shining gem captains, yeah. There were two of them, and this is where he says, well, one of them says, I'll take on the Wind Brat. The lightning dude says, no, I'll take him on. He'd be way much easier. It'd be way much easier for me to take him on. This is where the dude says, you found him first. This is where the lightning says, too bad. It's not like another opponent's going to appear. Take on the other two. This is where Yuna tries to make a wind defense for both Mimosa and Klaus. Klaus about to make a metal wall, and Mimosa was about to use like a sunflower attack. Until when mostly the person threw a couple of rocks, like huge rocks, at Mimosa and Klaus. This is where those rocks gets cut in a million pieces. A person appears right now, just looking complete different. This is where he says, so I guess I'll be fighting against you. He points his sword at, well, the person. This is where the person says, who are you? I don't know who you are, but you are not important to me. Also flashed up and said, what's it called? Huddle. Number, what's it called? What was it that I said? The Black Coffin one. It was like 96, I think so. Or 69? No, it's 96. He said 96. Black Coffin. This is where a Black Coffin appears, and this is where he's alright cut and knocked the fuck out. This is where, well, the other Shining General, since a lightning attack at Asta, Asta cuts through it. Like, he actually just cuts through it. This is where he says, whoa, dude, you need to calm down. This is where Asta's hazel eyes are looking at the Shining General, and the Shining General says, I don't know who you are, but you are not going to defeat me. He sends multiple lightning arrows at Asta. Asta flashed up and appears behind this person. This is where Asta says, huddle. Number 55. Okay, I'm just going to have to go through and make my own. 55. Earth collapsion. This is where, when Asta appears behind this person, this is where the earth below this person falls down. The person says, hey, no! He flies up by using his lightning, lightning bird. And of course he says, I won't die! Lightning arrow! He sends multiple of them. Asta, he just catches all of them. He says, whoa, you need to calm down with these. Throws him back. And of course the person just gets stabbed with his own lightning arrows and says, how? He passes out and kind of just dies. That's where Asta, he kind of says, whoa, I didn't really mean to do that. Well, I gotta leave anyway. Asta just flashed up, and of course, Yuno was confused who the hell just appeared and disappeared. Mimosa thought she just saw Asta for a second, but of course, she doesn't actually understand. Asta goes back to his team, finding, well, Charmy and then Yami, and then making a portal and disappearing, but yeah. Asta's abilities are so strange to him that he had to actually figure out. But the one thing that, well, confused, well, the lightning dude, was he thought that Asta was still in front of him. That's why he sent like a lightning attack, but it disappeared. Asta was actually behind him. It's like if he was trapped in an illusion. Yes, Asta kind of used an ability called, Inuzanami? No, yeah, not Inuzanami. It was just an illusion, a small illusion that he managed to kind of make with his sword, but yeah. Now, the reason why his sword is called Tsukiyomi, not Kyokumatsu, is because, well, I want to just continue the fact that the sword just has actually a powerful illusion ability. Yes, if you already know what the Tsukuyomi does, I wanted just to kind of put it there. But yeah. Besides, the Kyokomatsu is kind of controlling people and putting them in an illusion state. Tsukuyomi is similar to that, but mostly putting them in the dimension state, kind of. Okay, I'll explain it later, but I'm gonna end it off here for part 1 because I need to go somewhere, and yeah, bye bye, potato, and good night. Bye.